Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raider Report. Coming up here on today's show, I'm going to look at why the Raiders won the Rock Ya-Sin and Yannick Ngakoue trade. If you're like, Mitch, what are you talking about? I didn't know this. Well, you live underneath a rock. Have you heard of the Raiders Report? We already broke this down. Las Vegas straight up traded Yannick Ngakoue over to the Indianapolis Colts, which, by the way, I'm going to pat myself on the back. I actually predicted this back on February 19th. If you don't believe me, I got video proof. The Raiders go ahead and they receive Rock Ya-Sin, cornerback, who's going to be physical. He's going to be a tough guy. I want to know down in the comments, though, who won that trade? Let me know what y'all are thinking. Who won the trade between the Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts? If you believe that the Silver and Black did, go ahead and spam LV down in the chat. If you think the Indianapolis Colts won the deal, then I want you to go ahead and type IND. If you're typing IND right now, I promise you this. The 5 reasons that I'm about to give you, and I'm going to show you why it was a good deal for the Raiders, you're going to be spamming LV at the end of this video. To make sure you're always staying up to date on the Raiders, if you want more content, I'm actually live right now, and this video came out way before than it is being dropped on YouTube. Where? On Rumble. And I want you all to go ahead and give the Raiders Report a follow on Rumble at rumble.com/Raiders Report for multiple reasons. I can do more uncensored type of material. We're going to be going live over there a lot more, and I'm a competitive person. And when I started on Monday, we were in last place of Rumble followers. Now, I'm only behind NFL Daily. I'm only behind Chat Sports account. So if you want to show Rumble, the Chat Sports bosses that we like to get down, go ahead and give us a follow. Rumble.com/Raiders Report. All right, let's go ahead and break down why the Raiders won the Yannick Ngakoue trade. Chandler Jones is better than Ngakoue. That is no rip whatsoever on Yannick. Absolutely whatsoever. But the reason why this is my first note is this, because essentially you were able to get Chandler Jones and Rock Ya-Sin for Yannick Ngakoue. That trade was able to free up some money for you. You were able to free up a little bit of room and go out and get a player who is going to be able to come in and be a good fit in your defense. In terms of the most sacks since 2016, Chandler Jones is third on the list with 71.5. T.J. Watt at 72. Aaron Donald has 78. All I'm saying is this. Jones is an elite edge rusher. And when he wants to go out and get the quarterback, he can go ahead and do it. And think about those numbers that I just showed you. He didn't play in 2020 because he was injured. Chandler is an absolutely great fit in what Patrick Graham is going to do. Chandler Jones is a better edge rusher than Ngakoue is that he ever could be. And Chandler, when he first got into the NFL, was a member of the New England Patriots. He had 211 tackles in 55 games, 38 tackles for loss, 36 sacks, 10 forced fumbles. His ability to create turnovers, his ability to wreak havoc on defenses is great. The other reason is this. Chandler Jones getting 3 years, $52.5 million, with $34 million guaranteed. Chandler Jones is a better player than Von Miller. I am not afraid to say that. Von Miller, who now they're calling Von Biller, because he got 6 years, $120 million, $51.5 million guaranteed. That's laughable, considering the fact of I think Jones is a better player, and he's younger, and now you're going to have him be way cheaper on less of a contract. This Von Miller deal reminds me of what the Angels gave Albert Pujols. So how about this, y'all? If you don't think that Chandler's a better player than Ngakoue, I would say study up a little bit more. Yannick did a lot of really good things for this team. There's no doubt about it. But if every single one of y'all isn't typing CJ down in the comments, I'm going to say study up because it's Chandler Jones. The next reason why the Raiders won this deal, I personally think that Yannick Ngakoue could have been a bad fit in Patrick Graham's defense. Back on February 19th in a mailbag, I said it wouldn't shock me if Indianapolis tries to trade for Ngakoue and if Ngakoue's team tries to trade him away, because he's always been really solid in a Gus Bradley system. The Indianapolis Colts run a 4-3. You're going to see Ngakoue be successful with Gus Bradley in that 4-3 defense with DeForest Buckner and all the other solid defensive players that they have. However, when I go back and I look at Yannick, there's 1 year in, I'll say, a 9 stretch of games that I would say really concern me. And when you consider the 9 stretch of games and you consider the fact of how bad Ngakoue has been over the past two seasons against the run, You need to have, if you're going to be a defensive end in his system, Patrick Graham's system, you got to be good against the run. Ngakoue last season, according to PFF, a 20 overall grade against the run. The year before that, 45.8. And I got some really cool stats about Ngakoue in the, they're not loading, or, okay. So, in 9 games, Ngakoue had 11 tackles. He had only 3 sacks. 3 sacks in 9 games the last time he played in a 3-4. He played in that 3-4 when he was with the Baltimore Ravens. So, I think of those numbers, that's not worth what Ngakoue was going to be able to do. The trade made a lot of sense. To make sure you guys never miss anything, like, I don't know, maybe you missed the trade. Make sure you stay up to date with free agency and everything going on around the silver and black. I want you to go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and turn on those notifications. We're going to be pumping out Raiders videos the entire offseason. Let's go to the next reason why. Rock Ya-Sin's going to be a hell of a fit with Patrick Graham, and he's going to be a hell of a fit with Raider Nation. Today, Rock Ya-Sin on Thursday said that personally, he's been not an underdog, it's not the right word. He's had to work his tail off his entire life, and he's always had to go out and improve it. You're going to see someone who busts his tail. 2nd round pick, 34 overall out of Temple. He's good in man. In fact, he was top 5 in the NFL last season against man. Didn't play in a lot of snaps, but he's also very good in coverage as well. 72 PFF grade in the coverage, 6 foot, 190 pounds. He's physical. He can tackle. Good coverage corner. Rock Ya-Sin is going to rock your world. So who do y'all think's the better player? Type RYS for Rock Ya-Sin, or I want you to go ahead and type TM because I know y'all like Trayvon Mullen. However, I think this is a pretty easy answer. I think it's easily Rock Ya-Sin. Now, maybe if Trayvon could stay healthy a little bit, that would be good. Rock, he's coming off a little bit of a down year in 2020. I liked what I saw, though, from him in 2021. And everything that Patrick Graham is going to try to do, trying to be versatile, Rock's going to be able to do it, I promise y'all. Let's go to the next one. Cornerback was a major need. Cornerback, you want to be able to build the defense? Here's a good way to do it. Going out and getting a good corner that's going to fit your system. On top of that, also being able to fill a need of going out and getting a better edge rusher. Chandler Jones is a better edge rusher than Ngakoue. He's a better fit in a 3-4. And if you want to be able to slow down Justin Herbert, Russell Wilson, and Patrick Mahomes 6 times a year, you're going to have to be able to get after the quarterback. So I get it. Ngakoue, 10.5 sacks last season. But Chandler Jones' ability to be a solid edge rusher, be a stand-up type of dude, know the system, come in day one, and be elite, that's going to be really important. The final reason is maybe not too big of a deal to some people, but I'll say $2.46 million. That's how much money the Raiders save. Ngakoue was scheduled to make $13 million this season. By the Raiders moving on from him, they have to eat $8 million in dead cap hit money. They do save $5 million. Rock Ya-Sin, since the Raiders went out and traded for him, they only have to pay his base salary. So his base salary is at $2.54 million. Go ahead, do the math, bada bing, bada boom. You go ahead and you save some money here for Las Vegas. So it's not a lot of money, but you know what? You're able to make a few other moves with it. Maybe got to get another player. I like saving money. I know. Shocker. So let me hear it, y'all. Did you like the Raiders' moves? Why for yes? Or you can go down to the comment section and type N for no. I know the Raiders did a lot of things with the trade. I know they've done a lot of things this offseason. Did you like the Raiders' moves? Why for yes? Or N for no?